So we're kind of back in a state of flux as the world is in a state of flux. Obviously, we can't be snowboarding right now because the snow is melting, et cetera, et cetera. But we thought we'd come up with a couple of topics to talk about. One that would be what are you guys doing to prepare for next season, provided there is a next season?
Next season.
So we
Yeah,
can
really.
start with Ted. Maybe what he's doing mentally, physically, emotionally, intellectually, whatever.
I'm walking in a lot of circles. Um, well, I have, under normal circumstances, I would be riding my motorcycle and that would be making me happy. Um, so I do a lot of Tai Chi, uh, which is something that it's a steady exercise for me and it's constant. And I pay attention to a bunch of things in the Tai Chi that will light up different little muscles or little ideas that will help me for snowboarding. So I'm always thinking of my snowboarding, but I'm doing exercises, and we've talked about that. And I show you these exercises, and it's like these are so strange looking. They don't count. They don't look like they build muscles. They don't look like they build strength. They don't look like any of that. But you're putting a load on uh, a muscle that's different and you're using it different, and you're also trying to change your position with gravity, so you're using the muscle against gravity differently. I don't know if that came out clear or not, but
Yeah,
it's like standing on
it
your
came
head.
out completely clear at an intellectual level that was
Yeah,
off the
it's like
screen.
it's like
We're
standing
talking
on.
about snowboarders here. We're
Well,
not talking about.
okay, so but it's true.
Anyhow, no,
I mean I
I
lie
agree.
down.
So,
I lie
so
down on the ground and I do back exercises, but I'm lying down. It's not me standing
right,
up.
right.
And my muscles will work differently if I'm standing up than when I'm lying down. But just like any weightlifting stuff, you're building a muscle so you can take it to your game later on.
Right.
And
We
that's
can
pretty much
kind
what
of
I do.
take this whole conversation instead of stretching it out like we tend to do and say basically what Ted does is Ted works on the body.
Well, you,
Okay.
you yeah, you're gonna edit me. You're
Well,
gonna
no, I'm
edit
not going
me
to
into
edit you because it is what it is. So basically, Ted said he does things with the body, which
yeah.
he feels
I work
are
on the body.
in the use of the body, which since that's when we're snowboarding, we're using the body to affect the board to have a fun day. So pretty simply put, I go a little bit different route. I walk the dog
Right. Okay.
every day. I pedal my recumbent bicycle. Last year I fell off of it, not off of it, but into the concrete. That set me back a little bit because I was trying to work on inertia and it didn't quite work because my momentum was not good. But the force and the impact of the ground did remind me of snowboarding,
Ah, yeah.
but it caused me about a 2 month setback with shoulder and blunt force trauma. So, anyhow, so bicycling, swimming, I golf. I don't ride a cart that much. I carry my own bag with all my clubs and the extra balls and the water. So basically, I'm physically active, not so much aerobically, but simply using the body. I do have a flex. What do you call that thing?
A Bowflex.
A Bowflex. Yes, there you go. Thanks for reminding me
Yeah.
what I own.
Yeah.
I have a Bowflex. I occasionally sit down in it. I have a half Boja ball. I do a lot of back stretching and abdominal type stuff for that. So basically, you could say I'm kind of physically active. At the same time, when I'm doing a lot of this stuff, I, like Ted, kind of get caught up on the intellectual side of saying, why am
Yeah.
I doing that? And how did that knee work or
How's this
whatever?
work?
And what's causing this to work? So
Yeah.
that's kind of what we do. So I hope everybody else out there is doing something in the realm of activity because I find myself even on my exercise programs having to get up the floor, and each year it actually gets harder.
Yeah.
It's like the floor. It's not something that I lay on and whatever, like Ted said. And therefore, when we're out boarding and stuff, we fall and the floor is there. We got to get off it. Now we're trapped with our feet. Things change a little bit. So you do have to be somewhat physically in shape for that to happen. So that's cool. So the next
Yeah.
question is, Ted, in the world of where we are you a snowboarder or are you snowboarding?
I every morning I wake up, I flip the covers off, and I say to myself, I am the snowboarder. And
Who is not currently snowboarding?
it doesn't matter. It's every day, and
Yeah,
then I realize, of course, now I realize, yeah, it's we got a world full of COVID, and it's still summer, and I'm 6 months away from getting on the board.
right,
But
right.
yeah, no,
Have
no,
you
I
have you
I
uh
am
have you
I
put your
am the
boots on and
snowboarder.
stepped into your bindings during this off time?
No, only because I'm waiting to get. I got a cast on one arm, and I got my
Okay.
jaws is wired. So about another week, I'll start pushing stuff around.
I can say that I have put my boots on and my street shoes, and I have stepped into my bindings, and I've tried a little nose press, tail press to see how the board bends and how I feel, and blah blah blah. Yeah, because like you, I don't call myself somebody who goes snowboarding. I consider myself a snowboarder, and that's a topic for a lot of you guys out there, because a lot of people that we deal with on the intellectual teaching side are snowboarding. They go 4 to 10 days a season.
Yeah, and they had fun.
They
I,
don't really know what they do, why they do it. They don't even know why they have the board they have or how well it works for them or doesn't. They haven't really put the time into it to be what we really consider snowboarders. Snowboarders are passionate people about the sport, like Ted and myself, who enjoy it so much. We want to save people the hardships of what we went through, the beating, the talking about what you did wrong on every run and all that kind of stuff. So basically, that's pretty much what we had to talk about today. And I want you guys to think about that. And if some of you guys want to tell us why you're a snowboarder, vice why you're just snowboarding, hey, we'd love to hear it. And if you have any clips or anything you can send to us, that'd be cool too, because we love watching what people do and seeing
yeah,
if there's
uh,
another way to do it. We don't have all the answers, that's for darn sure. But we have a few years of experience. And what I want to say is the last thing I want to say is I found out the other day on YouTube to Uncle Avern said that Ted and I are in the twilight of life. What the
yeah,
hell
correct.
is that? You know, Twilight when I was a kid was Rod Steiger, the Twilight Zone.
The Twilight Zone.
And all these alien people came in and weird stuff was happening. I'm not ready for that. And the Twilight Zone, that's a little scary, like somebody's already digging my hole. So I don't consider us in the Twilight Zone, and we're not grays on trays. We're snowboarders. Hope that's
Snowboard.
clear to everybody. So I hope
Yep.
you guys like this short presentation, shorter for us for sure. And we'll come back again in a week, 10 days, and see if everybody is still in this world and loving each other like we are now. And we wish you all the best and stay safe. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment, whatever you want. We're here for you. We're
Right.
out.